Kind of confusing.
Oh my God.
It says the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus. What does that mean?
On who you was raised by. And since he was raised by me and his daddy, we understand. And he gave a very clear definition yesterday of why he has to do what he has to do. So we got that coming. In a few weeks, we'll get that DNA back.
I deserve to have that proven to me through what? A DNA test. If Junior is not my son, the DNA test will prove that.
I just say, just give him what he asked for so she could get rid of him. That's what I would do. I would give him that test that day and the results too. Now, be gone.
Things took a sharp turn when Christine and Carissa clashed again. And this time, it wasn't light at all. The whole situation exploded after Carissa decided to run a DNA test on Junior behind the scenes. And the second that news broke, everything went sideways. Chrisean had been dodging that test for a long time, doing everything she could to keep it from happening. Even putting out a fake test to make the world believe Blue was Junior's father. Remember Ronnie? The same Ronnie who passed away just days after saying Junior wasn't actually Blue's and that he was the real father. People dragged him at the time, said he was just stirring things up. But the truth came back around in the wildest way. That test Carissa did in secret, it ended up flipping the whole story upside down. Completely opposite of what Chrisean had been claiming all this time. Blue never really believed Junior was his from the moment the baby came into the world. And now it's making a lot more sense. When he first pushed for a DNA test, folks jumped online, calling him a deadbeat. But he kept saying he simply knew the kind of chaos he was dealing with. He even tweeted about it at the time. Told everyone, yes, me and Rock are officially done. It's strictly business. He said he tried to make things work, but nothing felt real anymore. Then he dropped another message. Said Rock had been dealing with multiple people within the same year. And until a DNA test was done, he wasn't claiming anything. That whole situation is exactly why the test happened on Zeus in the first place. And you probably remember that result coming out, saying he was the father.
Confusing.
Oh my God.
It says the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus. What does that mean?
What?
It says the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus.
Let me you the father. Babe, that's me, you're the father.
Is not
You the father, nigga.
Oh, that's what that means?
You a weird ass nigga. What? You wanted to? You don't want it to be it.
I'm saying,
so
you sure?
Weird.
You didn't even read the paper.
You call me dumb, but you the slow one.
It says the alleged father is not. Why they write it like this though? They could have just been like more players.
Validate. Are you confident? Cause you still don't understand.
I think I get it. Not excluded.
You're not excluded, meaning you.
But here's where the streets started buzzing even harder. Word started moving around that Zeus might have tampered with the results to make sure Blue came out as the father. Because the show needed the drama to keep the storyline running. And the wild part? Chrisean went along with it because it lined up perfectly with what she needed to keep pushing that pregnancy story toward Blue. Now, with this new test popping up, the entire picture is shifting again. And people are saying this might finally expose what's been happening behind the curtain all along. Even after that, the DNA test showed he was the father without any confusion. Blue still tried to offer Chrisean $100,000 to walk away from the whole situation. And that shocked a lot of people. It was clear he was doing everything possible to avoid having a child with Chrisean. No matter how messy things looked from the outside back then. He even posted online saying he already told her he didn't want the baby. And he felt like she kept pushing the situation on him anyway. He made it sound like he was being backed into a corner, saying she was forcing something he never agreed to. And he wanted the court to understand exactly where he stood. Even though he and Chrisean stayed together for a while after all that, he still never openly claimed Junior as his child. Not once. When he recently got out of prison, he tried to play along for a moment, acting like things were cool. But that didn't last long at all. Before anybody knew it, he was back to questioning whether Junior was really his. bringing the drama right back to the surface again. This time, his mother, Carissa, decided she was stepping in herself. A few days ago, she went live explaining that someone had handed her a sample from Junior. She didn't say who gave it to her, but she made it clear she planned to run a paternity test as the grandmother.
Who you was raised by. And since he was raised by me and his daddy, we understand. And he gave a very clear definition yesterday of why he has to do what he has to do. So we got that coming. In a few weeks, we'll get that DNA back. Everything will start working out. We'll figure it out. I'm sure he'll have the baby and all types of therapy now. I'm so grateful to God that we'll start to get somewhere. Yesterday was real ugly. It was real ugly. But I thought about it and I see now what he means. Like we're all women working off of.
She even posted a grandparent DNA test kit and said she wanted to confirm the truth once and for all, because she felt like the back and forth between Blue and Chrisean had gone on long enough. And it wasn't just Carissa trying to make this test happen. Blue's father, Jonathan, jumped into the mix, too. He was caught on live, trying to swab Junior for a sample, while Chrisean was standing right there, completely unaware of what he was doing. The moment that clip hit the internet, people started talking even louder. A lot of folks believe Chrisean is avoiding doing an official test herself, because they think Ronnie is Junior's real father. Before Ronnie passed away, he was trying hard to get Chrisean to agree to another test, so he could finally confirm whether Junior was biologically his or not.
Girl right here, Junior right here.
Weird as a...
You weird as
me at the
You
moment.
weird as shit.
What's wrong?
You weird as shit. Nobody stalking you. That's my fucking son. I need you out the nigga. What are you talking about? Okay. I need you out the mall, nigga. I need you out the mall. I need you out the mall. Okay. I need you out the mall. Okay.
But no matter how much he asked, Chrisean refused to entertain the idea, shutting the conversation down every time he brought it up. The whole situation hit a new level when Ronnie spoke up again, saying, "My son and my child's mother
deserve to have that proven to me through what? A DNA test. If Junior is not my son, the DNA test will prove."
It's wild how far people will go to hold on to a lie. And he wasn't the only one calling things out. Carissa jumped in almost immediately, backing him, and asking why Chrisean kept hesitating if she had nothing to hide.
Just give him what he asked for so she could get rid of him. That's what I would do. I would give him that test that day and the results too. Now, be gone.
She said it made no sense for Chrisean to avoid a simple test, unless there was something she didn't want slipping out. Now, Carissa can definitely be dramatic sometimes, but on this one, her point was solid. If Ronnie wasn't the father, why not just let him take the test and be done with it? Instead, everything kept getting more confusing, and the silence from Chrisean made the whole thing look even stranger. Ronnie later explained why he didn't push harder for another test earlier. He said he trusted the one Blue and Chrisean did on the Zeus network, because it supposedly confirmed Blue as the father. But according to Ronnie, he later learned that the test wasn't even genuine. He said it was staged for the show, just something thrown together to keep the cameras rolling.
Like I just said, I was under the impression that the paternity test that was performed on Zeus, I was under the impression that it was authentic. However, it came to my understanding that it was not authentic. It was not.
That revelation shook everything up again, and had people looking back at the situation with fresh eyes. But what happened next was the part nobody saw coming. Right after Ronnie started speaking publicly about the test being fake, he ended up dead, under circumstances that still don't sit right with a lot of people. According to the police report, he was found near his home, and the case was ruled a homicide. The streets were shaken, because the timing looked way too suspicious. After Ronnie passed, the pressure around Chrisean exploded. People felt like he never got the answers he was looking for, so they turned all their questions toward her instead. The backlash got so heavy that she responded by posting a DNA test she claimed was from 2023, showing Blue as the father.
This is Alex. How can I help you?
Hi, Alex. I'm actually calling to check the status of a case number, actually to authenticate it, a DNA non-invasive prenatal paternity test case number.
No, that may not be the case file ID that's associated with the case. Is it a new case?
No, this is a case from 2023. Are you basically saying that this is a real case number, but not the actual mother and father?
Yeah, it's not matching any of the names that you're giving me.
Was the blood sample taken on 5/4/2023?
No, completely different year, actually.
She used that test to defend herself, hoping it would calm everything down. But then came the twist that sent the internet spinning. That exact test, the one she posted to shut down the rumors, got exposed as fake. The details didn't match. The numbers were off. And the format wasn't even from a real lab. It didn't take long before folks realized Chrisean had been using that fake test to make the world believe Junior belonged to Blue, even though the evidence kept pointing in a different direction. Everything Ronnie tried to reveal before he passed suddenly started looking a lot more real. And the drama around this situation only grew bigger as more of the truth came out. Things went even further when Steve Wilos stepped into the situation and exposed a major twist. He said he reached out to the hospital where Chrisean claimed the DNA test came from, just to confirm the case number she posted. And according to him, the whole thing didn't check out at all. The number didn't exist. The paperwork didn't match. And everything pointed to the entire thing being completely made up. That revelation sent shockwaves, because it meant Chrisean had been misleading everyone from the start. And the truth was finally cracking through the surface.
I finally realized that whole side don't look at me like I'm blood, like we related. You feel me? They look at me like me and my son with a money sign. Tell me why Carissa talking to she telling me Carissa telling my boyfriend to stay away from me, because you know why she telling 3 to stay away from me? Because I get money in real life. I put people back in position to win. And y'all can't take my name from me. Sorry, I'm who I am. You feel me? But I'm quiet for a reason, right? I'm in Baltimore for a reason, and I'm not in no basic neighborhood, yo. I'm in Calabasas in Baltimore. I ain't gonna hold you. I would flip the camera and show you what house I live in, but it's none of y'all business.
Once that came out, word spread fast that Chrisean was furious, and felt like the entire situation had crossed a line. The rumors floating around said she even told people she was ready to confront Carissa if she saw her. Because in her eyes, Carissa shouldn't have been digging into her business like that. And honestly, Chrisean and Carissa have never had a smooth relationship to begin with. So this situation pushed them even deeper into conflict. Chrisean also claimed the only reason Carissa was doing all this was because she was upset that Chrisean had moved on from Blue and was focused on a new relationship. She made it sound like Carissa couldn't stand seeing her happy with someone else. So she kept stirring up trouble to keep Chrisean tied to the old drama. And even though people have called Chrisean many things over the years, this whole situation made her look more unpredictable than ever. Of course, the audience watching all this unfold had their own reactions, and the commentary got loud fast. One viewer said Carissa was exhausting, pointing out that this family has had countless chances to get one clean official test done, but somehow managed to avoid solving anything every single time. They said the adults knew there could be health challenges from the beginning, yet didn't step in with clarity or honesty when it mattered most. And now the confusion has built into a storm. Another person pointed out how wild it was that they kept chasing test after test, even though the results from each one seemed to bring more questions instead of answers. They said, if someone keeps demanding new tests, maybe it's because they already know the outcome won't match the story they've been telling. And that's why things keep falling apart. The reactions were coming in non-stop. Shock, disbelief, frustration, and the whole thing showed just how tangled this situation has become. Every time someone tries to bring clarity, another layer of drama pops up. And now people are wondering what the truth actually looks like. With all these mixed stories flying around, with all this chaos already spinning, another layer of drama jumped out when people started digging into the timeline of events. And the patterns were too messy to ignore. Every time someone tried to get clear answers about Junior's paternity, something strange happened. A distraction, an argument, a new story, or suddenly a missing piece of paperwork. It made folks wonder if the truth was being dodged on purpose.
Drank and smoked while they was pregnant. That's why they're so angry. Because who the fuck is angry? You supposed to be angry at him that did this. Not, that's the reason why you don't find it to be angry is because you did it.
Who is y'all to tell me what he diagnosed with and what he look like and what he sound like? Y'all don't know nothing about God and y'all don't know nothing about nothing. You talking to me like that. So I rebuke everything y'all saying about my...
More details also surfaced about the tension between the families. People close to the situation said Carissa had been asking for a real official test long before all this went public. But she felt like Chrisean kept shutting her down at the door. Carissa said she only stepped out publicly because she was tired of feeling like she was being kept in the dark, while everything around her got messier by the day. And once she started speaking, she didn't hold back at all. What caught people off guard was how Jonathan stepped in, too. His getting involved made the situation look way bigger than just a disagreement between mothers. Some insiders said Jonathan only acted because he felt the story kept changing too much, and he wanted a clean answer, since the confusion was hurting both sides of the family. His attempt to quietly swap Junior on live shocked everyone, because it showed he didn't trust the process anymore. Meanwhile, people online kept pointing out all the inconsistencies in the documents that had been posted over time. Some noticed the dates didn't match. Others said the formatting looked off. A few even compared older posts and realized certain details kept shifting. Each discovery added more fuel to the mystery, and viewers started piecing things together like detectives.
To tell you what my mind wanted to do to you once I looked in his face and I didn't know if he was looking at me, you, or the air. I was hurt genuinely.
Behind the scenes, whispers grew even louder about Ronnie's involvement before he passed. People said he had been trying to get closure for months, and that he genuinely believed Junior could be his. They said he never wanted to fight. He just wanted the truth, so he could take responsibility if it turned out he was the father. His sudden passing left a hole in the story that only made the situation more emotional and more complicated. For everyone watching, all these pieces stacked up. This has turned into one of the most tangled family disputes the internet has seen in a long time. As all this tension built up, people started reacting harshly to the rumor that Chrisean wanted to run up on Carissa over the DNA test situation. That detail had the whole internet shocked. It showed just how deep this drama has gone behind the scenes. If that rumor is true, it means the pressure from the paternity talk pushed things into a place where emotions and pride started taking over everything. A lot of folks felt like Chrisean shouldn't be directing her anger at Carissa at all, especially since Carissa wasn't the one switching the story or posting questionable documents in the first place. Carissa kept saying her only goal was to find clarity, not cause chaos. And that even made some people wonder why a simple test caused such a big reaction. When things get that heated, people start assuming someone is scared of the truth coming out. At the same time, others argue that Carissa stepping in so deeply might have made Chrisean feel cornered. They said Chrisean was already dealing with the public, Blue, and rumors about Ronnie. So Carissa adding her voice to the mix might have pushed her over the edge. Still, none of that explains why the situation jumped from words to threats. And that's exactly why the internet hasn't stopped talking about it. Another debate picking up speed is whether Junior is actually Blue's child or not. Some think the truth is finally starting to show through all the confusion. Others believe there are still details missing, especially with how many different people tried to handle the testing behind the scenes. And then there's a group that thinks everything will stay messy until one official verified test is done the right way. With everyone present, this whole situation has turned into one of the most complicated celebrity family dramas online. And every new detail just makes the story even more unbelievable. People want answers. People want closure. And people want to see who has been real and who has been playing games this entire time. Now, I want to hear what you think. Do you believe Chrisean really planned to confront Carissa over the DNA situation? And do you think Junior is actually Blue's son? Drop your thoughts down below. Make sure you hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe for more wild stories just like this. And don't forget to check out the next video popping up on your screen for even more celebrity drama.